And welcome back to another episode of La Cultura. Tonight we got the DJ Fatboy 107.9. Yo, it's an honor to have you here. Bobby Chino, Casey on the mic.
Yes, sir.
Welcome back to La Cultura, baby.
Thank you guys for having me. It's a real pleasure. It's a real honor to share this time with you guys. Been hearing a lot about your podcast. Excited.
Ooh.
And yeah, let's see what today's episode brings.
Ooh.
It's a pleasure to have you here, man.
Welcome to La Cultura. First of all, we want to thank you for coming aboard, being a part of this with us.
Appreciate you.
You know, we know each other from the nightlife, but for people out there, give us a little brief of who's Fatboy.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Fatboy's a kid, you know, from Woodbridge, who literally always has loved music since he was a little kid. Grew up within a family that was DJs. So I'm not gonna lie, I took advantage of that. And I saw that I could make a career living out of this, and especially with the love of music that you have a love and passion for music.
Of course.
So it was just natural to me. And you know, within the years of, you know, literally learning the game, studying the game, applying pressure in the game, doors opened up for me, took advantage, had to knock some other doors down, you know, to get through. But you know, at the end of the day, I can say that I have done everything I can in this game. I've done everything I wanted in this game. I've changed the game, and we're still here going 20 years later.
20 years.
20 years
To
and popping.
one-
It's
Hey.
good.
20 years later, we're still strong and going.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now, your name is grand in the Latin community, but would you consider yourself a Latin DJ or more of an open format?
When I first started off, I was a Latin DJ. Gradually, you know, once the time changes, you know, you got to keep up. You have to sit there and adapt. And being labeled as a Latin DJ kind of limited myself and others, whoever else labeled themselves as a Latin DJ, to only one certain type of music.
Right.
Even though I could do it all. So then, you know, it had to, you know, how to base myself and, you know, put myself in those situations, at those clubs, at those spots where it was a more of an open format type of night, and being there and letting people know, like, hey, like, I could do this too.
Yes, sir.
You know, and that's like, I can consider myself now an open format DJ, but when I first started, literally was only a Latin DJ, and I was able to, you know, find my way and, you know, adapt, you know, to becoming, you know, an open format DJ, you know, to stay relevant in the game, because at the end of the day, there's people that are coming in every day, every year, every month, you know, so
Facts.
you got to stay relevant, you got to be, you know, on top of your game always, and got to put in that work.
Yes, sir. You got to be able to do that all, do it all.
Absolutely.
Most definitely. But you're not just known for being a DJ. Your voice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Speak to us about that.
Well, I was really, really shy at first when I first started DJing. I was terrified of the mic.
Ain't no
Like,
way.
I kid you not. Don't even tell me that I have to do anything. I wouldn't make up excuses like, hey, like, the battery's good. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was terrified of the mic. And then, you know, coming up, you know, at certain venues where the DJ was expected to host. Because back then you didn't have, you know, X amount of DJs, and then, hey, we have a host that's going to come in and help you out.
Right.
I feel like, you know, whenever there's a host on board, they're not there to do your job. They're there to help out whenever you're doing your main job, which is putting on music.
Right.
And then a club owner had, you know, told me, if you don't host, you're not a complete DJ.
How did that make you feel?
It kind of made me feel like some shit in that one moment. But then I thought about it, I analyzed it, you know, that whole week on the way home, to where the point was, he's right. If I can't host, I'm just there to put on music. What's gonna make me separate from others? What's gonna make me stand out from other DJs?
Yeah.
Nothing if I can't talk. You know, so what did I do? I would sit there and listen to mixes on the way home, listen, you know, to DJs on the radio on the way home, and I would host. I would look dumb, like, in the car, you know, ¿Dónde están las mujeres solteras? You know, and it's just like, to be honest, like Papi Chino knows, and you know as well too, being a host is one thing, you know, because anybody could talk.
Yeah.
But then having that voice to be able to take command of a venue, to take command of people, to make them do what you want to do. Not just say it, because if I say, ¿Dónde están las mujeres solteras? And then they're gonna be like, what?
What's
But then
going
they'll be like,
on?
yo, apaga like, apágame la música. Yo dije, ¿dónde están las mujeres solteras? What?
You interact,
We're
yeah.
right here. We're right here. You know what I'm saying? So it's
Yeah.
that takes, that's a big part of being able to talk on the mic. And, throughout the years, I was able, to practice. I got the opportunity to be on radio, on a Spanish radio station. And Spanish is not my first language. Well, it was growing up, but ultimately we're in the United States where English becomes your first language.
Yeah, of course.
And then once I got onto radio, it was just like, now I have to, do these, basically go back and not relearn Spanish, but get to where I'm at English-wise.
Right.
To be able to speak fluently back and forth.
Hmm.
And it took a while to find my voice, but once I found it, it was no turning back. Literally, no turning back after that. And it feels great to be able to go into a venue or to go into an event as a DJ or as a host or to do both.
So
That's crazy.
you doing both, right? I know it makes it way much harder for you to DJ while you're also trying to keep up with the crowd, because I know how hard it is to keep up with the crowd as is when you're emceeing.
Absolutely.
But let alone you DJing. How do you manage to know what to play, what to say, what to do, and how to get that reaction out of the crowd?
Well, it takes practice. A lot of people think that DJs just go to the club and just, let me just put on music and just let me see what happens. When I first started, I would practice at home, practice my sets. How does this go? A lot of DJs, when they put on music, it's like there's like a theme. Like, what are you trying to, do with this? Like, what type of energy are you trying to bring out? Because like some DJs will put on like some love songs, and then they'll come out and play Zafaera, and then they'll go back to a love song, and it's just like, like, what are you doing? Like, you're confusing the people. Like, should we get down and dirty, or should we get down and slow it down? You know what I'm saying? And set the tone for after the club. So it's just like that comes into where the DJ has to do its homework.
Right.
As in, hey, okay, with this set, let me just build up the crowd. Because a lot of DJs, when, they come into spots, it's just like, let me just play what's banging, what's hot and what's hot on the streets. And it's just like, like, first of all, you gotta warm up the people.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, get them into that zone first.
Exactly. You gotta move them in there.
Exactly. So I feel like it's yeah.
Honestly, I feel like that's where a lot of repetition comes within the clubs, because that's like one of the biggest critiques that there is right now in the club life, is that repetition is like you hear the same song over and over
And it kills the
and
vibe
over
a
and
little
over
bit,
and over again. And it's like the DJ from 30 minutes ago played the same song that you're playing. Then an hour later, the third DJ that's coming on, who probably wasn't here for both sets, is now gonna play the same song. Why? Because people aren't diversifying with their music. They're sticking to what they know. They're sticking to the top 40s. Oh yeah, Chino.
Shit.
Oh yeah.
Real DJ Fat was on the episode, bro. I got to. When you pass, you can't do
For
it.
la cultura.
No, but to piggyback up what you're saying, like, you're absolutely right. But it's just like, I feel like DJs also have to put in the work to try to sound different, because you could play the same song, but there could be like 4 or 5 different type of versions of them.
No, yes, that you are correct, because there are different edits. You guys have
Exactly.
different edits. And
Exactly.
I understand you guys' music. I understand how it flows, and I understand everyone has edits. But when you hear the same Zafaera constantly,
Yeah.
over and over and over, it's just like when you hear the MC only saying, ¿Dónde están las mujeres solteras? And then 10 minutes later, ¿Dónde están las mujeres solteras? And then it's like
Nothing new.
repetitive you're gonna get tired of it. So it's like, me personally as a MC, I'm gonna piggyback off of what he said as well, where he was like that he would be in the car and he just listens to other DJs, MCs. I still do that to this
You
day.
got to put in the work. And it's like, that's one thing that I stress all the time. If you do not put in that work, you're not, like, it's not going to pay off ever,
Right.
because you're expecting a payoff without putting in that work.
Exactly.
Versus when you put in that work, like me as a DJ, like, literally on the way over here, I had, Eddie Drive, because I was show prepping for the Palace tonight. I got a
Shout out
phone party
to Eddie.
there. Like, literally, I could go in and just do it off the top of my head, but then it's just like, why am I going to sell myself short or give a performance to the people, a mediocre performance, versus I could come in and, give you a hell of a performance because I came in 100% prepared.
Of course.
Exactly.
And it's just like, when you come in prepared, hey, you know what? This is like, we walk into the Palace and it's not what I want. Hey, now we can set an audible. You know, but I'm already prepared knowing what I'm going to go in with, you know, and that's one thing that I feel like, you know, as an MC, you got to come in prepared.
Of course.
Depending on the crowd you're going to be
Exactly.
with.
You gotta read
and all
it.
that. And then when it comes to DJs, but I feel like some DJs don't care. Like, they just want to play whatever they want at that moment.
Yeah.
Get paid.
And versus like, yo, let me be a team player and let me set up the next DJ so then he could sound good, you know, and then you actually be an opening DJ.
Yeah.
There's different jobs.
Yep.
You know, like anybody could DJ at the primetime hour when
Of
the
course.
club
Right.
is packed.
Of
That's
course.
easy, bro. Setting the tone from when they first open up to when the next DJ comes on, that's where the opening DJ has one of the toughest jobs, but it's one of the best jobs.
Right.
Because you as a DJ, that's where you introduce new music.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's where you're able to set the tone. Because there's been times where I come into a club and I'm like, shit, the tone is set. Bet. It's up from here.
Just banging.
And there's times where I walk in and I'm like, all right, I gotta
gotta
waste
build
20,
it.
30 minutes. I gotta build it up. And there's nothing wrong with that because I can do it. But it's just like you as a DJ, you want to go in there already to do your job, not waste 30 minutes doing something, finishing somebody else's job to
Right.
set the tone to do all that. Because at the end of the day, we're there until a certain time. The clock is already ticking down. And we don't want to waste no time at the club
Exactly.
because people are there for a good time. And I don't care what you got going on in your life. If you're there for a good time for that moment.
Not for a long time, for a good time.
If we there for a good time, not a long time. You know the vibes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So now you say you at the Palace tonight for a phone party,
For a phone party, last phone party of the year. It's kind of
Yeah.
cold outside, but hey, it be hot in there.
and I seen your performances at the Palace, man. They be going crazy.
Oof.
Now the
Yeah.
Palace is like what? The capacity is like 500 and up. Now you've DJ'd for more than that, like more groups of people. What's the biggest crowds you ever DJ'd for?
Inside or outside?
Oof. Let's do inside and
Let's do
outside.
both.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do it.
Inside, I could say it was the Eagle Bank Arena when I opened up for Osuna when he
Ooh,
came out
yeah.
here.
Okay.
And then for outside, it would have to be a festival for radio. I think it was about like 50,000 people.
God.
Yeah.
How do you feel?
To be honest, that I really feel comfortable on stage. Obviously, you know, like
You're in your zone right
you
there.
still get nervous a little bit, you know, like that nervousness with butterflies inside of you, and it's just like I feel like the day that I stopped getting that is the day that I stopped doing it.
I've said the
Right,
exact same thing.
right.
You know
I
what
feel
I'm
like the
saying?
day that you don't feel that anymore is the day that you should just stop because it's
You know-
not what you want to do anymore.
Exactly.
Find something else to do because that's not what you want to do anymore.
Absolutely.
Chino?
I mean, talk to me about Never Not Working, because they call you also Mr. Never Not Working.
Yeah.
Let's get it.
That came across back in wow. Let me take it back.
It goes back.
Yeah, it's gonna go back a good like 10 years. Never Not Working. So I was on the radio doing a broadcast for Soda 107.9, right? It was on a Monday night. And you know, obviously when you're doing a broadcast on the radio, you know, you're getting paid top dollar, you know, and it's just like for whatever reason it didn't work out at that spot at that venue, with the demographics and all that. I'm not gonna get into all that, but the amount of money that I was getting paid once they stopped doing that, I'm like, how can I do this and get this on the regular? You know? So I talked to my partner Josh, which, you know, he was like, he is my number two.
Right.
You know, when it comes to parties and all that. And then, you know, we would sit there and brainstorm like, yo, what can we do to be different from everybody? You know, to basically build a brand, right? And we started talking about merch. You know, I'm like, yo, you like, we should get like a Fatboy hoodie going. And he was just like, yeah, that's cool. But then he was just like, only people that really, you know what I'm saying, fuck with you
You gonna wear your name on it.
will wear your name on them.
Yep.
And I'm like, wow, you're right. He was just like, let's think of a brand that anybody could wear, that anybody could relate to. You know, and he was just like, yo, you're always working. And I'm like, yes, it's like never not working. I thought about that. And I'm like, yo, let's run with it.
And
It's
it
never
hit.
not working. And it hit. At the end of the day, yo, you working tomorrow? Yeah, you never not working. You working on the weekends? Yo, me too. You never not working.
Exactly.
You know, so it was just like, that was a phrase that anybody could use.
Anybody can relate to.
Anybody can relate to, whether you like me or not.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So we stuck with it, and then an opportunity came knocking at my door for Babalu on a Monday night. And
Babylon.
I heard
yeah.
about Babalu. I never got the privilege to attend Babalu on a Monday night, but
10 years later, it's still being talked about. Like, it's crazy.
It was that.
And it
was
stopped
that.
about like 6 years ago? It stopped 6 years ago.
About.
About
Yeah.
5-6 years ago. Stop.
Swear. And that's where never not working put me on in this industry.
Oh yeah.
It started with the Monday Madness. And Monday Madness, you wouldn't think it's a Monday, right? Oh, you got to work the next day. Boy.
I mean, shit, we going to the history?
Go into
got
it, brother.
time?
We got time.
You
Go
got
in.
time?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. I got a good like 45 minutes, but it's gonna be quick.
Hey, let's
Go.
do it.
We're gonna do a quick rundown.
Oof.
Monday nights it started off as a happy hour, right?
Right.
7 to 12 p.m. You know, Monday Night Football. Come out, get some wings. Come out, get some alcohol. You know, have a good time. You know, people got to work tomorrow, so we're gonna start the party at 12. Came to the point that at 12 o'clock it was like, yo, nobody wants to go home.
12 o'clock
What?
on a Monday.
Boy, I'm talking about 12 o'clock on a Monday. Like, we had the cheapest bottles in the city, in the DMV, bro. Like, bottles of Bel Air were $75. Bottles of Moret were 100. All in on a Monday.
Damn.
Yeah.
Do the numbers, bro.
Then
It's crazy.
it just got
Right.
to the point where, hey, we're gonna stay open until 2 in the morning, and like Monday became a weekend. It was called Pop Bottle Mondays.
Pop out on
Literally,
a Monday, bro.
But we
On a
would have
Monday.
people come out 10
Bottle Wars?
10 Bottle Wars every Monday, you know, and then it just got to the point where that was just a spot to be at, you know. We got on with Hustle Wednesdays with Suelto, you know, and it's that was where because promoters were doing their things, right? They were doing
Right.
parties, and promoters would hit me up like, "Yo, come out here and DJ." Yeah, but you got to bring X amount of people. You know, you want to make more money, you got to sell tables. And I'm like, yo, bro, I could do that. I don't need you. Ended up doing that with Josh. Cut out the middleman.
Yes, sir.
Literally, I could say that I was the one who changed the game. Was where I was the first DJ in the DMV who started throwing his own parties. Latin
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Then after that, I give it to MC Junior. He did it at Miss.
Yep.
Yeah. With DJ Eli.
With Eli, yeah.
Yeah.
Next Wednesdays at midnight.
Yeah, all that. And then that's where DJ started doing their own thing.
Yeah, those parties, the Monday parties were crazy. Then it went on to Wednesdays. Yeah, that's basically that was the industry startup right there, man.
It was
Yeah.
nonstop. It was like, it was scary going there on a Monday.
Oh yeah.
I'm talking about, bro, like 11 o'clock. It's already sold out inside. There's a line outside. The only way to come in, yo, I got a table for $700. All right, cool, I got you. Come in, I got you. It's on video.
Bro, there's like 10 Moeds coming to a table one night, man. It was crazy, bro. It
Good
was a
times though,
crazy
good
ass
times
night,
though.
bro. It was
You know what I'm
good
saying?
times.
It was good times. It was a good learning experience. You know, that was a
Good
moment in my
times.
career. It was a moment in my career which had you know, I had leveled up. You know, and it's just like that has set the tone where, okay, like this is what I'm gonna do. Like, I could do this.
You liked it.
Yeah, I loved it. I ain't like it. I love that shit.
You love that shit.
I don't
I
like
love that
Okay.
shit. I love that shit. You know, it's you have to have some sort of passion to be able to go every fucking night to a
Oh, yeah.
club to bring excitement to people.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You might be going through the worst day of your life, but that day, yo, I want Fabo to make me feel good.
Yeah.
Facts.
And damn right, every fucking night you came to my club, and every night you still come to my club, I feel like that's the energy that I bring in.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like, you there for a good time.
When you there one
Yeah.
week and you come back the
Yeah.
next week, and you come back
It's
the
like
next
Mayweather.
week.
It's like Mayweather, baby. I don't miss. I'm undefeated.
Bing. So, what's next for DJ Fatboy?
To be honest, I've been very blessed. With everything that I wanted to accomplish as a DJ, as a host. I just feel like right now, I'm gonna go a little bit more corporate, you know, radio wise and all that. I feel like I've done a lot in this game, and it's, you know, I'm already getting to that age, you know, where
time to take the boots off.
yeah, and it's like I want to leave like on my terms.
Right,
I don't
I
want to
feel
be, you know, oh look, like pobrecito. You know what I'm saying? Like, look at him, like nobody
I
wants to book
decide when
him.
it's time to leave.
Exactly. You know, it's just like, you know,
Leave on your terms.
I have a you know, company with my, you know, other partner DJ Brian, you know, where we do
Right.
private events and all that, and
Right.
we're super blessed with that.
Oh yes.
You know, so time for the club, yeah, it's gonna come up, you know, soon, but not too soon.
And I like it. Yep.
Not too soon, you know what I'm saying? So got it. You know, but you know, very in the near future, thinking about hanging up the gloves and just, you know, going corporate, you know.
It's done when Fatboy says it's done. You heard? That's how it
Yeah,
is.
but I mean, at the end of the day, he won't ever be done, because even though, you know, he said he'll hang up the gloves, he can hang up the gloves at the clubs, but he's still gonna be corporate. He's still
Yeah.
gonna be DJing. He's still gonna be doing what he loves to do.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that's, you know, that's always gonna be Fatboy.
Oh yeah.
You know, You might be able to take him out of the club, but you can't take Fat Boy out of the DJ booth.
Mm-hmm.
Simple.
It's simple.
No, and
like
club,
that.
you know, and it's just like right now, you know, like my partner Josh, you know, like he's running Never Not working in the city,
Right.
so it's just like it's just.
And he's doing a good job,
the
too.
name
Shout out to Never Not
continues.
Working. Shout out to Josh. Shout out to
You know,
Superior Events.
Yeah, you know, like everybody's just putting in that work to keep it going, you know, and it's.
Everyone's working.
It's a team effort.
Everyone's working.
Literally,
It's a team effort.
It's not a one-man job. It's a team effort.
Yes, sir.
But I feel like teamwork make the dream work.
It do.
Exactly.
It does, absolutely, it does.
Exactly. Do you have any advice for any upcoming DJs or upcoming MCs to get in this game?
Yeah, absolutely. Don't be such in a rush to get to the top.
Right.
Enjoy the ups, enjoy the downs,
Mm-hmm.
enjoy the journeys. Enjoy everything. Enjoy the good, enjoy the bad. You know, like I feel like that, you know, builds character.
There's
You know,
not
it
always
gives
going to be
you-
wins.
Exactly, like, you know, like it builds character, you know, it
It's not always
molds
gonna be
you.
losses either.
Yeah, it like molds you. And like I don't feel like they're like losses, I feel like they're lessons. You know what I'm saying?
They
And it's
either
just
a lesson or a
learn.
blessing.
Yeah, and it's just like learn from it, and not just from your own experiences, but from your peers.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like your peers that have been in the game. Like I've learned from my peers. You know, like I saw, you know, some people do stupid things, and I'm like, yeah, that got you into trouble. I'm never gonna do that. You know, like you did this and it backfired,
Yep.
and hey, you did that, and it was great. So it's just like you have to be able to take, you know, the good and bad from other people, and then, you know, basically put it into your life to see, hey, is this gonna work for me?
Of course.
You know, and if it does, cool. And if it doesn't, hey, find something else that works with you, but just enjoy the ride. Because once you get to the top, the only way is down.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know, so it's
Exactly.
enjoy the ride up there, and once you get up there, just know that once you get to the top, that's where the hard work starts.
Oh, yeah.
That's where the real work starts.
Maintaining at the top.
Maintaining at the top is harder
Maintaining
than
at the
getting
top.
it.
It's way harder than you could get to the top.
Yeah.
Try staying there for a week,
Yeah.
2 weeks,
You know
3
what they
weeks.
say, it gets
months,
lonely there. It gets
years.
lonely there.
It do.
It do get lonely at the top.
It do.
But guess what? It's better to be surrounded by who is actually there.
That's true.
You'll see who's there.
Absolutely.
Nah, but question, man. Honestly, we're proud of you. We're proud of everything you've done,
Appreciate
everything
you. Thank
you've
you.
accomplished.
That means
Like
a lot. That means a lot.
Never Not Working, DJ Fatboy, overall yourself, like everything you've done, everything you still do, and you're a dad on top of that.
Yeah.
Like, you know, they see you at the clubs, they see you that you work radio, but they don't see the time that you spend with your kids. They don't see the time that you
Oh,
spend with
nah.
your son. Oh, this man is a father as well. You may see him as a DJ, but he is a father.
Yeah, my son lives with me full time. You know, he's a 13-year-old. So, you know, if anybody has a teenager, or, you know, I know you guys remember your teenage years.
How is
You
it?
know, I mean, it's good. I'm not gonna lie. Like I have a, you know, blessed kid. You know, he's awesome. He's great.
Football
You
star
know.
right there.
Yeah, you know, he's actually just got a football practice today. He's tired. He's just like, Dad, you know, like I just want to go home and go to sleep. Now I gotta go home. I gotta go stretch. I gotta go ice and eat. You know, because he banded up yesterday in practice, and I'm like, you gotta put in work. And that's one thing that, you know, I instill in him. Like, you gotta put in work.
As it should be.
You know, exactly. But it's just like, you know, like with like my kid, it's now he's a little bit more camera shy, so he don't like me putting him on social media. Like,
Right.
So that's why I don't do it.
Mhm.
You know, and it's just like, you know, I feel like I gotta respect that.
Of
Yep.
course.
You know, and but yeah, man, that's my guy right there. It's my broke best friend.
I feel like we all got a couple of those somewhere.
Yeah, absolutely, man. But being a father, man, that's a job I wouldn't trade for the world. You know, that's always number one job for me.
Yep.
You know, but yeah, man. Music after that is number two.
Hey, I feel that. So my following question is, how did you feel the first time that you hopped on a radio wave, that you were able to tell your peers and be like, yo, tune into the radio right quick, and then boom, all they hear is you? Like, how is that? How was that feeling? Like, how was that feedback? Like, tell us a little bit about that.
That experience that I felt that day, or because I found out a week before, you know, that I was gonna be able to be on radio. So I'm not gonna lie, like I was really, really excited. I was nervous. I was scared. And I was thankful. You know, because it's just like everything that I've been praying for, that I've been working for,
All the hard work.
all the hard work, I got that moment. I'm gonna be on radio. You know, and then, you know, once I let, you know, like my friends know, my peers know, and family know, and it's like, yo, we're so, you know, like we're so happy for you, we're so proud of you. That makes you feel good because now it's like, okay, cool, like, yeah, I did this, you know, and it's just like people know the hard work, especially like your close friends, you know, like your mom, your dad, you know, your sisters and brothers and all that. But, you know, once I got a, you know, that introduction on radio, and then I was really on there, it was a really surreal moment, and it was
levels on that, brother.
like I really took that moment, and I really just like I wasn't on my phone like for the first 30 seconds. I just let the music play and I just took it in, like, and mind you, there's nobody at the studio.
Right.
It's just me and the host. You know, but just knowing that there's
Do you remember who was
thousands
hosting?
of people
Listening to
Diamond
that
Boy
right
Lewis.
now.
Diamond, you remember?
Diamond Boy Lewis, yeah, on the
remember.
Hangeo show, of course, I would never forget. Yeah, Traffic Jam mix,
Yes, sir.
Remember the time?
5 p.m. 5 p.m. baby.
Hey.
5 o'clock
Hey,
somewhere.
5
you know?
o'clock.
Traffic
5
Jam
o'clock
mix.
somewhere, man.
Yeah, 5 o'clock Traffic Jam mix. For the first 30 seconds, I just stood there and I'm like, damn, I'm on fucking radio, man.
That's a different level.
Like
right
I was just like, I'm on fucking radio.
Hearing
You
yourself.
know? Literally, and then I got back into my zone and just killed my mix. And I never looked back after that.
As it should be.
As
Yeah.
it should.
Only time you look back is to look at the success that you've
That's
had.
it, yeah. To look back at the good times. Yeah.
That's it.
Yes, sir.
Chino.
So as a DJ, of course, have you been booked cross country?
Yeah.
You been cross country. How was that going cross country, going to DJ for other people on the other side?
That don't know like who you are, that don't know what you are capable of. They just see you on the flyer and they say, "Oh, DJ Fatboy from Washington D.C." because that's how the flyers look.
Yeah.
And then literally DJ Fatboy from the radio or 107.9, right? And then you get over there. How is it?
It's different. Because you as a DJ, you're accustomed to your environment, which is here. The way
Right.
clubs are ran here, the way people are here. I feel like over there, like the first time when I went out to Cali, I went out to go DJ, and my boy from Mega 96.3 out there, he's the one who brought me out there, DJ Hive. Shout out to him. It was on a Wednesday night, and in Pasadena, it was called Ixtapa Cantina. So he took me out there, and it's like a very West Coast. I mean, obviously, like we're in the West Coast, you know what I'm saying?
right.
So it's just like the music is different out there. But he was just like, he just said, just be you. And I'm like, okay. And it's just like, as soon as I start DJing, like I capture people's attention because I don't sound like a West Coast DJ.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I come in with an intro. Yo, it's a real DJ Fatboy to check in. Where my single ladies at? And like the DJs out there, they don't host like that. So they're like, yo, what the fuck is going on?
this guy right
like,
here? Yeah.
Like, who is this? And then it was just like
Something new.
literally something new. It was just like, yo, like they love that shit. It was like, damn, a new drug, like shit. Where it came to the point where I literally got out that day and like there was a promoter there who went to go see, who's this DJ Fatboy, and he would just say, yo, bro, like, can I book you for tomorrow? And I'm like, I can't, I'm already got a booking. And then he took my number down, and then they got to the point where I was flying to LA like every month and a half. Was going out there doing shows. It is just literally.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and it was like LA was like my second home. So like a good year and a half. It was like I was going out there at least once a month.
Damn.
Like I went to go do Joel Randy show out there. I went to go DJ for Osuna out there.
You were locked in.
Yeah, bro, literally, bro. I was locked in. J. Keeney, Maxim. I went to go DJ out there with them. I was doing shows with Mega 96.3 out there. It's pretty dope. Yeah. Yeah.
Sounds like you was having a blast out there.
Yeah, and I was doing this. It was like right before Babalu and throughout Babalu.
So you was managing both.
Yeah. Yeah.
I remember
Yeah.
your coast to coast mix, man.
Yeah.
Those were crazy.
Yeah, no, those were dope, and it was just like it's a lot because you know what I'm saying, like you're managing your like yourself traveling through the West Coast. You're managing bookings. Being a full-time dad. Full-time partner with your obviously like at the time who I was with. And then never not working.
Right.
Parties for never not working because never not working would have its own parties, and I would have my own gigs.
Right.
So it's like you have to handle all of that, and yeah, like I was doing it, so like that's why. Literally, people call me, yo, that's Mr. Never Not Working. Like, I'd be getting home like at 3 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning, and then I'm up, mini mix on radio at 6 in the morning, like morning mix, and then, being on there for retro mix at 12, You know, and then Traffic Jam Mix at 5. Yeah.
Do you feel like they show love more outside of the DMV than they
Facts.
do inside of the DMV?
Always that,
Facts.
brother. It's always that.
Facts. Show more love always outside the state.
Think so?
I know so. I know so.
We got to get booked out state.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Machado's the one doing it right now too. Machado,
Yeah.
man. Yeah.
He going out. Yeah, he going out.
Yeah, man.
How do you feel? How do you feel coming up with all these DJs? We talking about Machado, X, Enemy, like all these heavy hitters. Like when all you guys were coming up, we're talking straight heavy hitters.
Yeah.
Like it was straight bangers after bangers after bangers. Like
I mean, it feels good to be honest. I mean, like like with Explosive, like I've come up with him before the DJ shit, like because me and him like we're family, like we're cousins. So like we used to beat each other up. You know what I'm saying? So
Y'all
like
getting each other, basically.
Yeah, so like him and me coming up like in the game, it was just like it's a different level of like I wouldn't say like a friendship, but it's a different level of cause like I wouldn't even say that he was competition because we wouldn't look at each other as competition. It was just like if he saw me win, he was happy. Then he wanted up me, to push me, to push himself.
Right.
So, like, it was never no type of, like, animosity, like, oh, like, I'm hating on him or he's hating on me. It was just like, you did that? Cool. All right, now it's my turn. Mm-hmm. And that's how we, like, still till this day.
The motivation.
That's what we do to motivate each other. You know what I'm saying? And coming up with Enemy, that's my dude right there. You know what I'm saying? Machado, he was, like, I actually took Machado out to LA to go DJ with me.
oh yeah,
MC Junior too. Yeah.
Wow.
MC Junior, I took him to Vegas with me when he was like 19.
19 in Vegas.
Yeah,
It's crazy,
19
bro.
in Vegas. Bro, went out
How
to
did that
Vegas,
go?
rented a SUV, drove out to Cali, and it was a dope, bro. We went out there with like 7, 8 people.
Wow.
Yeah. It's good times, man. It's good times.
Cheers.
it sounds like the DJ career has taken you to a lot of beautiful places. What are some places that you would still like to travel to, and that you would still like to DJ at?
Like travel to DJ or just to travel there?
A little bit of both.
Well, travel to DJ, to be honest, there's not like a certain place that I would want to go to. To be honest, I can't even think like, oh yeah, this is like a place that I would want to go to because I really haven't really thought about, stepping outside of the state to DJ for a while. But obviously you guys know that I do travel a lot, and I do want to go to Spain.
Spain.
Yeah, I want to go out there.
What about
I wanna go
DJ
to
at
Europe.
Ibiza?
See, that's different because out there is, man, you're not out there playing no reggaeton.
Nah,
Oh,
but I mean,
know what I'm
totally
saying?
you know how to
different
adapt.
No, of course,
I mean,
of course. Like I said, if I was to get that opportunity, absolutely. But it's not a place that I'm like, oh yeah, like, that's where I want to go DJ at, because I feel like I've set a lot of high goals and I reached a lot of my goals.
Right.
But then you also have to understand that the type of format DJ that you are, there's limitations. And then you have to be realistic about what you can accomplish and what you can't accomplish.
Right.
But if it got down to the point like, yo, we want Fatboy to come out here and do a Latin set, yo, we outside.
Exactly.
We booking flights. You know what I'm saying? Like, we going out
We
there.
out there.
Yeah.
what is some type of advice that you would give to like us, like me per se? Like I've never done a festival, and you've done like a lot, like festivals, concerts, like concert wise, like hosting for a concert. Like I feel like me personally, I just sit there and be like, what the fuck do I say?
Well, the first thing you should start doing is going back to what I used to do back in the day, or the DJs that wanted to work hard and be recognized back in the day. Back in the day, bro, mixtapes. Obviously, you're a host. Cool. Get a group of DJs to sit there and literally make you a mix and you host it. Start giving it out to people for free on CDs or USBs or whatnot. It's gonna cost you money, but then when people out here selling mixtapes, yo, you want to buy it? No. Now you just shut yourself out of the opportunity versus saying, yo, here's my mixtape. It's good. Let me know what you think.
Right.
Oh, you don't want it for? No, it's free. You're going to listen to it.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, this shit was actually fucking good. Yo, bro, what's up? Blah, 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 blah. It's called an investment.
You gotta spend money to make money.
If you do not
Yeah.
invest money in yourself, you cannot expect nobody else to do it.
Exactly.
Bro,
True.
back in the day, like, bro, I have a CD tower at home where I should put in the CD, burn it 11 at a time. Boom, come out, put them in, envelopes. We go to, concerts, we go to, these like mega festivals, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 CDs for free. Pop, 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 pop. yo, make sure to follow me.
It's not CDs no more, man. It's like
know what I'm saying?
SoundCloud.
Yeah.
all that now.
You see, but like it's gotten even easier.
It's easier now.
It's way easier.
It's gotten
way
even
easier.
easier, and then you see less of it. How does that make sense?
Doesn't.
I feel
Why?
like people
Because-
don't want to put in the work no more.
Nah.
People get excited. Oh yeah, because I posted up a picture and I got 400 likes and I got 300 comments. Yeah, I'm good. Like put in that work. Go put in like some mixtapes. This isn't that. Like
Honestly.
I do it here and there, and it's just like when people hear my mixtapes, they're like, yo, like that shit is dope. Yeah, because like I put in a lot of love. I put in a lot of effort into it. You know, to when you hear, you're like you will appreciate the DJ. Like damn, I can tell he took his time on this, not just. Oh yeah, we're gonna do a live mix and it's gonna be yeah, blah 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 blah, and then yeah, we're done. There's no fucking effort in that.
So
The
that comes
fuck?
to my next question, right? This new generation of DJs, right? How do you feel about that? How do you feel about the lives? Instead of them putting in the work and actually doing a mix and, you know, putting in that effort to edit that whole mix, because it takes a lot of work to edit that mix. Like instead you just do a quick live, that's it, and then boom.
I mean, I'm not gonna knock the hustle because at the end of the day, like I said, you always gotta adapt. You know what I'm saying? But just because you're adapting, it doesn't mean that you can't stop doing what actually works. Like, cool. Like all these new DJs that they're putting out reels of like a minute and a half of like the best of Romeo or the best of whatever artist. That's all I'm getting is a minute and a half.
Just a minute and a half.
Yeah.
Like 2 songs, 3 songs.
Yeah,
I need a mix to
like, I
listen
don't wanna-
at my brother-in-law's house while we grilling some
Exactly. Like I don't want to hear like 8 seconds or like, you know, like 12 songs that are 8 seconds long.
Yeah.
It's not what I want to hear.
Yeah.
Like it's cool you can do that, and I give props because it takes a certain amount of skill to do that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna knock no DJ's hustle, but it's hey, while you do that mix, go home and you do a long mix. Hey, you like this, you know, reel that I just put out? Here's a whole mix. 30 seconds. Now you're getting people engaged not only on your reels, but on your SoundCloud, on your YouTube.
You getting those streams,
And if you're
those
out
views.
there, just put it on YouTube because it's
Exactly.
your shit.
Yeah.
That's just, you know, if I was to do it. Because
Right.
I've had people, yo, how come you don't do it? I'm good. Takes a lot of time. And I already have a lot on my plate,
Right.
you know?
What's something that you would critique about this new generation?
Nothing, to be honest. I'm not nobody to critique. It's not my job to do that. I just feel like I've set a good example on what needs to be done for you to reach success. And if you want to do it your way, somebody else's way, then that's cool too.
I love it.
I'm
Yes,
not here
sir.
to tell
I
you
love
what's
it.
right,
Yes,
what's
sir.
wrong.
I love it.
Because what worked for me, worked for me. You know, so if you're doing a different way and it's working for you, hey, I'm happy for you. You know what I'm saying? Do it. It's not my job to tell you, hey, you're doing that wrong because I did it and it worked for me. No, it's not my job, bro. Hey, whatever you need. You need some help? Need some advice? Yo, my door's always open.
Doors are
That's
always
what I
open,
tell
bro.
people. You know what I'm saying? You need some advice? Just holler at me. I got you.
And a lot of people are scared though.
Like they feel a certain way to ask for help and stuff like that.
Yeah.
A lot of
Yeah.
people are scared.
Yeah, and the reason is like people get scared because they're like, damn, what happens if he says no?
Yeah.
What's the worst thing? You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, that's the worst thing that can happen.
That's what I always tell myself.
I got
too.
told no so many times.
Yeah,
and look at
too.
me.
Believe me.
I'm here.
Believe me.
exactly.
I'm here. Look at me.
Believe me,
Hi,
like-
mom. Hi.
No, bro, like when I first got the opportunity to be on radio, they told me no because I was you know related to explosive or not, so I had to work twice as hard to get onto radio. You know, I got told no so many fucking times. You know, but I've always said as long as I get my foot in the door, that's it. It's a wrap.
It's a wrap.
My work ethic speaks for itself. My work speaks for itself, and that's it. You know, it's your work ethic says a lot about you and how much work you're gonna put into the game.
right.
You know, because you can't fake the grind.
Nah.
That's the
Nah.
one thing in this world you cannot fake. You cannot fake the grind.
You definitely can. And I mean, like, at the end of the day, everybody is going to do it. Like you said, however they want to do it. They can follow you. They can follow him. They can follow me. They can follow whoever. Oh, I'm dropping lamps on set. My apologies. But no, at the end of the day, it comes down to, you know, we've already run through a path that we know that has gotten us through to a pretty good way.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, man, all I gotta say is make love, don't make war. We closing out this episode with Fat Boy. Yo, Fats. Shout out to you, man. Shout out to all your
Appreciate you, man.
accomplishments.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you
Appreciate
for
you
coming on
the
board
show.
to La Cultura, man. Papi Chino, Chico Chapo couldn't be here, but he is definitely coming back. Shout out to our producer, J Stott. What it do?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Shout out to everybody behind the scenes, man. Make sure to follow me on all social medias at the Real DJ Fatboy. Just Google me, you know the vibes. Yo.
Casey on the mic, Papi Chino. Let's
Yerp.
go. Have a blessed night. Remember to wrap your willy. Don't be silly. Pay your child support, or if not, your baby mama gonna get you.
Hold on, let me end it with this one. Remember, safe sex is great sex.
Unless
Unless it's
wifey.
wifey.